We're staying in our new office proposal.dwg file. And as you can see, the landscaping area XREF is here on the right hand side. Now we're going to take a look at how we work with clipping boundaries with our XREF files. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to zoom in a little bit and just pan front and center so that we can see our XREF there like so. So that's our landscaping area right there. And what we're going to do is we're going to apply what they call a clipping boundary. So if I just click on the XREF, you'll notice that the ribbon changes and we have the external reference contextual tab. Now it's this clipping panel here that we're going to be working with. So we want to be able to create a clipping boundary. So if I click there like so, I then get the option to select a polyline, do a polygonal boundary, a rectangular boundary, or invert the clipping boundary. I'm going to go for the default, rectangular. And all I'm going to do is pick a corner there, click, come down to here, pick a corner there, click, like so. Now, you'll notice that part of the XREF disappears. Don't worry about that. That's the whole point of the clipping boundary. What you've done is you've told AutoCAD that you only want to see the area of the XREF inside or contained by the clipping boundary. Now, one of the really cool things about this, can you see there's a little arrow there? Click on that, and I can then obviously invert the clipping boundary. Can you see that? So there's the clipping boundary there. I can invert it. I can show what's in the clipping boundary or what is the other side of the clipping boundary, like so. And you can see that the clipping boundary remains displayed as well. So it's just a really neat little tool that allows you to display only certain parts of your external reference file. Now, you might think, how do I get rid of that? How do I change that? How do I put a new clipping boundary in? Well, the whole idea is you go back up to clipping and you remove the clipping boundary, like so. Now, I've still got the XREF selected with the external reference tab there. So let's go create clipping boundary again. Let's go with something like a polygonal clipping boundary this time. And what we'll do is we'll pick a point. I'll come down here. Let's do something slightly different. And as you can see, I'm just picking the points around the edge of the polygonal boundary that I want to use. So I'll come up to where I started, to that endpoint there, press enter, and there's my polygonal clipping boundary. And if I invert that, you'll see it goes back to that part of the XREF, but the boundary stays there in the drawing itself. It's a very useful tool just to display parts of an XREF that you only want to see on the drawing. And then when you're done, you remove the clipping boundary, hit escape a couple of times to deselect the XREF. So that's your clipping boundaries when you're working with your XREFs in your AutoCAD drawings.